much fun. Too much fun again. And I'll tell you why. It's a Glock for one thing. And it is a Glock that I like. Glock 27. Glock 27 Gen 4. 40 caliber. Okay? This is the little, what I call the little bulldog that the Glock manufactures and has for quite a while. I guess it's coming up on, wow, maybe almost 20 years since they've manufactured this thing, or maybe 20. But this is the Glock Glock 27 Gen 4, and it is a T&E gun from Glock. I requested, got the package, all the good stuff here. I'll give you a quick look at, just ignore my little strip of sandpaper tape there. I tend not to put the Talon grips and things on guns that are T&E guns and everything. I don't want to make them ugly, you know, and Glock's nice enough to send me one, but I just sheet them so much better if I have a little bit of friction tape on there. So I couldn't resist one little strip. You'll forgive me that, because I'm used to that. I love it. So you see what it is there. It's a beautiful little gun, not very large, but it fits the hand just fine. At least it does mine, and I have a large hand. So we're going to shoot it, we're going to test it, and let me show you just a couple things about this particular gun. This is about as small as it gets in a Glock lineup, the subcompact, and let's take the slide off. Has a standard subcompact spring. You know, in the Gen 4s, they didn't really change the spring on the subcompacts. You do have on the subcompacts the rougher grip, which is nice, and you have the multiple backstrap system where you can replace that and make it smaller, larger, whatever you like. Now I did put as it comes without a backstrap installed. It's a little bit smaller, as I understand, than the standard Gen 3 subcompact. And if you put the middle one on, it might be just a tad bigger or about the same as the standard Gen 3 subcompact. And then you have the large that is not installed, makes it a little bit bigger. I like pretty much the standard size, so I put the medium backstrap on there, and I'll see how I like that. It feels fine to me. It feels okay. You know, I complain about the hump on Glocks all the time. On the subcompacts, that tucks into my hand there, so it's not as big a problem, especially if I got a little grip tape on it there. It just tucks right in there, so it's not a big deal. I don't necessarily need it to be bigger. I might try that one sometime, but this feels pretty good to me. So you've got the rough texture, you have the replaceable back straps, and you have the large mag release on it there. Okay, and of course your magazines, you have they're set up to go either way. If you reverse the mag release, then it's set to work either right-handed or left-handed. Okay, so it is reversible and larger. Isn't that interesting looking thing there? I think that'll shoot. Okay, so in terms of the Gen 4, that's about it. Other than the finish, I like the finish on the Gen 4s. It's pretty nice. They've kind of gone back to that gray finish, and not so thick and not so slippery. I like it a lot. So this one feels great. You get a nice grip on those serrations. So takes me back to the old days. Even though this is a T&E gun, don't think they're going to get this one back. This is, as you know, if you've seen the videos, and as you prowl through the videos and watch them all, you will learn, if you haven't already, that this is one of my very favorite guns. It just is. It's between this and the Glock 23. This one's hard to beat. Okay, so close that up. And one nice thing about doing a Glock video that we've not had this luxury for a while is we have a lot of magazines, and we have a lot of them loaded, so we don't have to stand around and gab as much. Not that I mind it, but you know, when I have 2 or 3 magazines at my disposal on a gun, you know, then there's a certain amount of loading that takes place and gabbing that takes place, right? So I'm going to put some of these in my mini mag pouches here. By the way, I'm bad again. These are Phobos. And in a lot of videos, whenever you see me with extra ammo, it's probably these Phobos mag pouches. They're really, they're paddle cases, like a paddle holster. They just slip down over your belt, and they're really handy. I've got them in large and small, so any magazine literally that I might have for any pistol I've ever shot will fit in one of those. Now this one is, in fact, I just got this today when I came back from Nashville. This holster, PS Systems, makes some pretty neat Kydex stuff, and I like that one. That's pretty neat. Inside the waistband, perfect fit, and it came with this one mag pouch, which is perfect fit as well. So that makes some good stuff. I'm going to be doing some more holster kind of reviews, you know, and using them, but generally I just kind of use them, you know, kind of point out what I'm using. And but this PS holster is really nice. It fits great. It's snug, and you know, it's easy to reholster. Feels good. So I'm liking it. I just put it on for the first time, actually. I'm liking the crossbreed a lot. I'm using it a good bit. What else? I got a CompTac holster, a little bit like the crossbreed that I've been using with a particular gun. So, you know, just give you a little, I guess, heads up on some of those. I've been using 2, 3, 4 different holsters throughout the winter, just kind of getting an idea whether I like them or not. This is one of them, a different variation of it. This one's a little bit different than the one they sent me before. I've been wearing it some. I like it. I think I like this one better. And so I'll give you some more in-depth information on those, but I get a lot of questions about holsters. You know, I like the Galco Royal Guard, and then these I just mentioned seem to be really good holsters. So, but back to the Glock 27. Quite a little bulldog. Shoots a pretty powerful little cartridge, and it's in a small package. Now I have, again, the same thing with the Glocks. You may not know yet, but a small Glock, whether it's in 40 or 9 or 10 or any caliber, it will take the same magazines that the larger Glocks in that caliber use. Okay, so for example, these are Glock 27 magazines. These are Glock 23 magazines. They hold 13 if you fill them all the way up. I usually load them down one. And I think these are Glock 22 magazines. Yeah, they hold 15 if you load them full. So, you know, you have a lot of versatility there. And I generally carry the longer mags as backup. When I was working as a police reserve deputy, I always did that. I carried a Glock 23 most of the time, and then I would carry Glock 22 magazines in my pouch, you know, for backup. If you ever had to reload, you know. They're easier to handle, they're easier to grab, and you probably need ammo if you're having to reload. So let's just take a few shots. This is one of my favorite guns, and I just love it. So let's take some shots here. What do we want to shoot? What do we want to shoot? Let's put around the chamber. Caught me flinching there, didn't you? Ah, wow. That one went crazy, didn't it? Amazing. If you picked up one Glock, you've picked up a lot of Glocks. This is one that I have not fired much at all, but it feels just like the rest of them. Let's go, where should we go? Let's go some animals here. Took 3 to get him. Interesting. Okay. Let's clear them out. I think I know where to hold. Let's go for some more chickens. Woo. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna get a chicken. Another chicken. All right. Yeah, these little guns aren't very accurate, are they? You need a long barrel to get accuracy. Let's get some more ammo. I really shouldn't shoot this much, just to kind of show you the Glock 27, but you know, I can't resist. Can't resist. Nice gun. I'm gonna have to throw some more out there. It just doesn't get much better. A Glock and plenty of ammo and plenty of magazines. All right, you know, we haven't really paid much attention to the gong yet. We've neglected him a little bit, so we'll probably have to throw a couple at him. I mean, this thing, I know exactly where to hold it. I was shooting too fast as usual, and seems to go a little bit higher than I was expecting, but you know, when you get it down, it's right in there. It's right in there. Not much sight radius. Doesn't matter though. Let's put a few on Mr. Gong. I love it. I love this gun. Love this gun. Back in the holster. Oh, let's see. Sweet, sweet. Let's back up a little bit. I think we have one more magazine loaded here. We almost forgot this guy. Uh-oh, I see a loaded magazine over here. So, this is a small gun. Again, one of the things I preach on a lot. You really don't need a large gun that's, you know, this big. If you shoot much, you get the handle of one of these things, get the hang of it, you'd be surprised, okay? Short range, long range. It's a sweetie. Doesn't take up much room, doesn't jab you in the ribs. Yeah, it's a little snappy. That's what I like about it. You know you're shooting a real gun, a real cartridge, and the Glock 27 is definitely a real gun. Reliable. I've shot it, I don't know, 4 or 5 magazines over the last few days before we did this. I haven't had very long. I got a real astounding fact for you. Right out of the box, no malfunctions, no break-in period, nothing. I think that's because, oh, I know why. There's Glock on the slide, that's it. hilarious, aren't I? Anyway, Glock 27 Gen 4. That is fun. I need another pile of ammo. So glad you guys come see me shoot it, and life's really good.